Two-strokes are generally easier to start, but if you're still struggling to start your two-stroke dirt bike, here are 7 simple tips that I have learned and perfected over the years, although I'm still willing to learn, that will help you make it start easier whether it's cold or hot. So the first one, simple. Use the choke. It's easy to forget, and if the engine is cold, you want to pull the plunger up all the way and make sure that the gas is on. Next, you want to use 2 to 3 priming kicks. So maybe you have like a leaf blower, it has a plunger on the side that you press it to get the gas primed into the engine. Well, giving it 2 to 3 slow kicks makes sure that the engine is turning over properly, and it kind of helps prime it by getting a little gas sucked in there. Then when you go to kick it, you want to bring the kickstart lever all the way to the top, rest your foot on it, make sure you're using motocross boots, otherwise you're going to get hurt, especially if it kicks back. And then with your foot resting on it, you want to use your whole body weight and basically jump down on the kickstart lever. You want it to be smooth, you don't want to stab at it because this can damage the kickstart gears, but you basically want to progressively jump down and land on the kickstarter with your foot always staying on it. By using all your body weight, this will turn it over faster and be more likely to start easier whether hot or cold. And when the engine is cold, you don't want to touch the throttle. By opening up the throttle just a little bit, this will let in more air into the engine and it'll change the fuel mixture, and that'll negate what the choke is doing. You need more fuel getting into the engine when the engine is cold for it to start more easily. Now when it does start, I like to keep my hand on the choke, and sometimes the idle RPM goes really high really quickly, and if that's the case, then just flip the choke knob down and the idle should settle down right away. And if it's not, if it's still rising really high, you might have an air leak. But I usually like to play with the choke to keep it idling. I like to maybe leave it on for a few seconds, sometimes 30 seconds if it's really cold outside, but I like to turn it off as quickly as possible and then just use the throttle, blip in the throttle to keep the engine idling, but don't rev it up high yet. And then if the engine is hot or if it's flooded, maybe you tipped over or you tried starting it too many times, twist the throttle wide open. This is only when the engine is hot. This will get more air into the engine in hopes to suck out all of the extra gas that's in the engine, causing it to not start. So you hold the throttle wide open, give it a good kick, maybe it takes a few kicks, and once it starts, then you release the throttle and hopefully it'll stay running. Now if none of these are working, then there's a good chance that either the engine needs to be rebuilt, it's low on compression, or the jetting is off. And when it comes to the jetting, this plays a huge role in how it starts when it's hot or cold, as well as how well it runs and how reliable it is. The first thing you want to do is adjust the air screw on your two-stroke carb, and I can show you how to do that in just a few minutes. I have a free guide that you can grab at motocrosshideout.com/carb, or the link is in the description below. This is Kelly Fager from Motocross Hideout. Learn more, ride more, so that you can stay safe and have fun for many years to come.